She is unorganized today, guys. Unorganized. Hello, all, and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with midweek live. A little unorganized today, trying to lock the cat up so that the kitten up, that is, so that she doesn't wreak too much havoc while I'm in here. What? She's very cheeky on her own. And we're here for another Wednesday live. It's really warm here in Melbourne. Ooh, I think it's warmer for me because I've been running around, as you do. All right. So here we are for another live. And now just waiting for today's Wednesday, isn't it? Just waiting for everyone to get on. Is today Wednesday? What's my name? Can I help you? Hi. Hi, Fluffy Kitten. I thought I had the wrong day. No one was getting on. To be fair, I'm running slightly late. Just working with the kitten today. She's given me a little bit of grief. Straight hair, I know. I did a really rough job of straightening it because, you know, yours truly needs to do this. And it's gone. Not yet, but it will be. I have to trim it a little bit. It's a bit yucky. Hello, Bonnie, beautiful Bonnie. Everyone else is running late. Well, I'm running late. To be fair, I'm running late as well. You're not the only one. All right, so everyone, when you do pop in, pop your live chat or your chat, or you will only get some of your chat. Oh, I'm in here in Melbourne. Now, guys, these lamps are like double the heat, and it's time for me to get out the air, bring in the air conditioner. I've got this cooler thing that you can take from room to room because the air conditioner in the lounge room doesn't reach in here. So I bring this little cooler in here. Well, it's not little, it's quite big. And I put it opposite me normally during the summer months, and it's really starting to warm up. And these lamps don't help. They're so hot. All right, so guys, we have I won't call it a jam-packed live. It's not going to be jam-packed, but it's going to be a busy live. Thumbs all, thank you, Bonnie. My hair is making my ears itchy now. Can you believe it? Thumbs up all, because it costs you absolutely nothing. Does mean the world to me. And I'm going to cool down with a bit of water. Cheers, everyone. Middle Earthians in the house. Hi, Middle. Lovely to have you here. First time I forgot. Thanks, Bonnie. Oh, that's all right, darling. I love you still. If you forget, I'll sit in the corner and cry. No, I won't. But it doesn't cost you guys anything to do thumbs up. It really is free. Shows YouTube you want to see more tutorials. You want to see more of craziness from this chick. Chickadee, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. Just don't call me late for dinner. And because that's how I am. Now, you might see a little bit of mess here, guys. I, at the last minute, couldn't remember what I was going to put in the subscriber of the year. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking I'm going to put. So I started ripping things off the shelves, and I found 3 skeins or skeins, wherever you're from, of Bendigo yarn, which 2 of them were a part of the Australian Sheep and Wool Show surprise. But I remember the lady who won it. Who was it? Sticky Stitch. Took me a while to get there. I knew it before the live, but right over my head. She didn't want these 2 skeins, so I put them aside for another surprise, and I never did it. So I thought, yay, let's bring those 2 skeins out, and then let's just add another one. It is actually one of my favorites, so giving it away is like, oh, hurting the heart. But it's not obviously the reds. I can't give it the reds because all the labels are gone on those reds, and they're the old Bendigo reds. The new Bendigo red, let's talk about that for a minute, is called Love Heart Red, which is a little bit darker than that. Now, I want to talk about that for a minute because I've been working on the border rounds of the blanket, and part of those rounds consisted of that red. Now, that red, I don't know what I did with it. It was about a little skein left. I'd already used some of it, but there was a little skein left, like a little bunch like that. And I thought, that's perfect. That's all I need for the last section of the blanket. And do you know, for the life of me, could not find that little tiny bit. So guess what I did? I went through one of my old projects. There were little squares that I was working on. It's about 6 of them or 5 of them. I can't remember. And they were already attached. I was going to make a what was it, a bookmark for the channel, right? Which I never did. Yeah, I did something totally different for the channel. And so I ripped that apart. It's not the same dye lot, but it's the same red. And I ripped it apart, literally had to cut it, and there was threads hanging everywhere. I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to make enough for the one side, you know, for both sides? What am I going to do? I'm going to do. And I made it just on both sides. But it goes to show you, stop taking the stuff out of the tubs, Mary, that tub that you're supposed to use to keep your stuff in when you're working on it. That's what I'm just trying to say. That red really stooged me. I knew I had used some of it before for another project. I pulled it out for another project, but I forgot to put it back in the tub. So I literally had cleaned this whole room. Very exciting, by the way. The floor, not the other rubbish. Not the other rubbish, but the floor. I can now walk in and out of this room without tripping on anything. There's nothing. Well, I tell a lie. There's Coles bags on the floor because we had a Coles delivery yesterday. I haven't put them away yet. So there's Coles bags on the floor. Having said that, I did use the red I needed, and I got part of the border round complete for our 12-step transition blanket. That's all I wanted to say, really. Let's go back to the chat because I've missed it all, as you do, as you do. I hope you, I don't know what that means, but you got points. Hope you win. Now, I don't understand the hypes either, and I don't know where to look for who did what hype for what. So I see it come up, one hype this week. I thought, what is that? And where is it? And what was it for? I don't know how to find it. I started looking at it. I did a bit of a Google search, and it told me how to search for it, but I still couldn't find it. So thank you for the hype. I don't know what it is. Beautiful Angela. Hi, Angela. Lovely to have you here, darling. Oh, you're doing so well this year, honey. All those projects that you're making of ours. Now, you finished our coaster and put it up literally the day later. How exciting, our Christmas coaster. I'll show you the Christmas coaster in a minute. Beautiful Yvonne is in the house. Hello, Yvonne. Good girl, Mary. Oh, thank you. And I'm trying feverishly to finish gifts so I can work on my cardigans again. Take your time, honey. Take your time. Be careful. Don't rush it. But real quickly, there's the coaster. You can probably hear my cat crying in the background. If you can't, that's good. But she's crying. She wants to come in here. She's not allowed to. Well, you know, eventually when I get the room clean properly, like really clean, then I'll let her in. I just pulled out part of the part of the sparkle there. But there you go. That's the coaster, the Christmas coasters. Coaster color combination chosen by the lovely Laurie. I do hope she gets on, but there you go, beautiful coaster. Otherwise, she does come on Saturdays, and we'll see her on Saturday, no doubt. But the coaster is complete. You know what this means? It means we only have one more Christmas project left. What? If I get too excited and there's nothing to do next month and I get bored, I'll pop another one out, even though we're only doing 12 of them. I'll look through some of the stuff that we have and we'll do another if I get time, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get time. Let's talk about that real quickly. Okay. Firstly, the 12-step transition blanket, the border rounds are taking me like 100 years. Yeah. So I've only gotten 2 border rounds done, right? And they're what I call base border rounds. So that first border round took me forever to record, and it's like an hour and 50 minutes worth of recording. So editing that's going to take me a day or so. So to be fair, I'm going to put it out as part 1 of the blanket. Let's try that again. Part 1 of step 12 of the blanket. All right. This way you can get started creating part 1, and then on Monday I'll upload part 2 of it. So this Friday you will get the part 1 of the border rounds, and there'll be 2 rounds worth. All right. But it won't be the pattern. That's only closing up rounds to straighten up the blanket and make it all nice and even. Yeah. That's pretty much all that is. It's just to straighten everything up and just to line everything up and close up all those ends and show you how to weave them all in. Now that does take a while because we're talking counting sections of counting our colors, or counting our steps, if you will, making sure the counts are right on one side as they are on the other. Now, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. I mentioned that in the tutorial. I'm probably giving too much away, but there's no right or wrong way of doing it. There's only 2 sections, 2 steps that can be a little tricky because you're mixing stitches, and we'll talk about that on that actual video. The blanket itself is coming along nicely. So part 1 of the border rounds will go up on Friday. You will get the first round done and a quarter of the next round done, and I'll say head off on your own and finish the round and meet me there, and then we'll do the rest of the border, which is the actual pattern of the border, on Monday. It'll be totally complete by Monday, but I needed those extra days. Plus, it took me like a day and a half to find some some red, but I can't believe I've messed it up. And I've done this before on the channel where I've used the wrong dye lot because I've messed up like that. I should never have messed up like that. I've done it once before. This is the second time in 8 years. That's not bad. Oh, it's not too bad, yeah. All right, so I've missed all the chat. As you do. It's not too bad. I didn't miss much. That worked out beautifully. Yes, I know, right? With the blanket, though, Fluffy, you can tell it's a different shade of red. So you can tell looking at it. But it's very minor because it's really tiny stitch. It's very minor. I've run out of room to too many trees. That's hilarious. Too many trees. Oh, my gosh. Middle says, I'm using Crystal's tutorial for the fingerless gloves. One problem, if my niece's hands are smaller than what Crystal talks about, I'm not sure what I'll do. Yeah, you need to speak to Crystal then, darling. She's an absolute sweetheart, isn't she, though? She's a fantastic. She's my number one. We're talking Bago Day, Crystal, yeah? I hope we're talking Bago Day, because Bago Day, my number one. She's my absolute sweetheart. You know, if I lived in the US, I'd be knocking on her door. Hi, here I am. And she'd send like the police out after me. But stalker. No, she's an absolute sweetheart. Yes, Bago Day. She's an absolute sweetheart. She's one of my the top crocheter here on YouTube is Crystal from Bago Day. That's it. I've decided. Well, you already knew that because I did a top 10 crocheters that I like on YouTube, and she was right up there as number one. And she still is. All these years later, she still is. Now, where was I? She got so distracted. The blanket. So part 1 of step 12 of the blanket will go up Friday, at some stage Friday. I don't know when, morning, afternoon, night, doesn't matter. It will go up. Hopefully by Friday, I will be finished my border rounds because I don't want to upload part 1 until I've shown you what the actual border rounds will look like, giving you an option as to whether or not you still want to do them. Bago Day. I'm working on a pattern, but keep getting stuck. Well, talk to her. Leave a message. She'll respond. She might. I don't know. Leave a little message and let her know where you're stuck. You know, she's a professional. She'll get back to you. Or she'll send someone else to get back to you, hopefully. Now, the blanket definitely going up Friday, but then part 1. You never know. You never know. I know I'm finishing off part 1 myself tonight, and then I'm hopefully starting to record part 2 tomorrow and Friday. But I also need to edit part 1 tomorrow for tomorrow night. Sorry, say that again. For Friday night. So we'll see. It's too big to fit both parts in one video anyway. It's way too big. But if I could get part 2 out, if I can get part 1 out Thursday and part 2 out Friday, you can get it complete this weekend, but I'm not going to guarantee that. So I'm just going to say part 1 will go out Friday and part 2 will go out on Monday, and you will get, I was about to say Saturday, don't say that. Part 2 will get out on Monday. So you'll have it complete. I'll have my blanket complete by Monday, and you'll have yours complete whenever you want to do your rounds. Now, in part 2, you have an option. I do a certain amount of rounds, and I say, right, we're going to do a final round now. But if you want to repeat those last 2 rounds, I know the border now because I've decided, you can repeat those last 2 rounds until your blanket reaches your size, and then do the final border round with us. So it gives you an option if you want to keep going. But for me, I'm going to do a certain amount of rounds and then I'm done because I don't want to waste yarn because I don't have a lot. And also the border rounds, you can use some of your colors if you want to. And again, I'll talk about that in the tutorial as well. In fact, I'll do a little patch on the other side of the blanket so I can show you what it will look like with the colors on. And not a whole blanket because I can't do, 3 different border rounds. It'll take me 3 weeks to do 3 different border rounds. But I'll do a small patch on one side of the blanket so you can have a look, see. The pattern works well with mixing colors more than it does in a solid color. But you can decide yourself what you want to do, yeah? Yeah, keep getting stuck. Yes, I got the Advent pouch videos up tonight. I filled them. Hopefully I can get my next projects out soon. That's good. That's great. Now, everyone, quick, let's all have a drink. Cheers. All right. So when I said before, we have one last item on the calendar. I know for a fact that it's this small. It's not that big. It's not that small, really. It's probably about that big. So I know for a fact it's not a very large project. So that can get done. For me, it can be recorded in, I don't know, half an hour, less. And it can be edited in the hour. And it can be uploaded within 2 hours. So it's a very, very small project. And I think we might be able to fit in another Christmas project before Christmas. But we still have to do a video vlog, which has been way overdue by 3 months or 2 months, whatever. And we have to do the Christmas tree, skip these in the house. And then we also have to do finishing off some projects that we were supposed to have created this year, but haven't. If it's anything too big, I'll hold it out till next year. But smaller projects of items that we were supposed to create, I might do a last minute Christmas gift that you have forgotten to purchase for your family or your friend that you would like to create instead of running out to the shops. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm doing all my Christmas shopping this weekend. Done, dusted. I'm finishing it because I do not want to go to the shops during December. It's just, well, even though that's where we are, but I don't want to go to the shops because I don't want to fight all the crowds and this and that. So if I find right at the very end I have forgotten someone, I've forgotten to purchase it, there's no way I'm going back to the shops. I will create something small and nothing that's going to take long, not a sweater or anything fancy like that. Just something small, maybe fingerless gloves, maybe a beanie, maybe a little cowl, whatever. I'll create something small, even a little gift, something small, like a little pouch of something, something small that I can give to someone. Like, let's talk about this one here. I took this out the other day because this one here, I haven't been able to give this to the girl, the lovely girl I made it for. And I purchased that and I purchased this, and I put it and I made her a little pouch. And I did this on the channel, I think. I think I did this on the channel. Yes, I did. And I put a little button on there. So once she takes her jewelry out and she wears her jewelry, she can also have the pouch to put whatever she wants. And that's her name, AJ. Goes to show that it does pay to use more stitches when you're working on letters. It does. You need more stitches, yeah. What else? That's pretty much all I wanted to discuss. I'm going to keep talking in a minute because there's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, we still have to do the subscriber of the year yarn. I'm excited, says Fluffy. That's great. Hi, Anna. Lovely to have you here, honey. I'm just showing everybody the Christmas coaster. Is it not divine? Color combination chosen by the lovely Laurie. Yes. Beautiful Oak Strong. Hi. Hello. I tried to listen while working, but there are too many people in to hear you. Even my sound at maximum. I will have to watch later as usual. That's all right, honey. We'll catch you soon, darling. You take care. Yep, I'm going tomorrow, and yes, not sure where that was. I must have missed some chat. Trying to make fingerless gloves for everyone. That's a good idea because they're quick and easy. Hello from Washington State. Rhonda, are you new on our channel, or at least are you new on our live? Welcome, another lovely lady to join us from the US of A. Hi. Fingerless gloves, imagine receiving them in Australia as a gift. No, that's correct. I would not make fingerless gloves. If you didn't know this, Christmas Day in Australia is flat bang in the middle of summer. Well, not really. It's 3 weeks into summer. and it's usually pretty hot, unless there's something weird happens like hailstones, which has happened in the past. I was driving home the hailstones. So yes, summer here in Australia around Christmas, so we can't give fingerless gloves. But like I said, we can give little things like gift pouches, Christmas coasters. We can give little gifts. Some people ask for Christmas pillows, things like that, that they don't usually go out to purchase, but they wouldn't mind getting them as a gift, that sort of thing. And Fluffy says we're 34 degrees tomorrow, 36 degrees Celsius, that is, by the way. So it's pretty hot where Fluffs comes from. Yeah, but you're in a hotter area of Australia. Melbourne's not that hot. No, it is. Don't get me wrong. It gets really hot. But it can be like 6 degrees Celsius in the morning and then 30 degrees Celsius at lunchtime. And then in the afternoon, it can be 12. And it's like, what? That's Melbourne for you. Yeah. Yvonne, hi, Yvonne. New to live chat. Kay, let's call you Kay. Hi, Kay. Lovely to have you here. Kay Kitten. Kay, I'm mixing you up with Fluffy Kitten now. Kay, lovely to have you here on our live. We've got two newbies on, both Rhonda and Kay. Lovely to have you both here. Adelaide says, Fluffs, Adelaide. What's Adelaide? Yeah, that's where she lives. We're going to be negative 30. Oh, negative. Oh, what is that in degrees? That's Fahrenheit, yeah? So what is that in degrees? Sounds like Georgia, US. Yeah, it does. Look, we have a million different temperatures in one day. We always have this saying, if you don't like the weather in Melbourne, just wait a minute. Because it's going to change. Just wait. Your temperature will come in any time soon, within the next 5 to 10 minutes. It's been hot over here in the west, yes. Look, it is warm today here in Melbourne. I must admit, it's warm here. I don't think it's stinking hot, but it is warm. And I know that at some stage this evening, about 6 or 7 o'clock, it'll be icy cold again. So I'm not really worried. I should have put the aircon on, but I didn't. And I'm kicking myself because this room is warm and those heat lamps don't make it any cooler. So there you go. All right. 6 degrees there. Is that in Fahrenheit? Who's that one? I don't know that person. Is that another newbie? Carly? Hello. Welcome. Another newbie. Hello. Are you new? Fluff says, I'm sad for Middle. She's freezing there. She's freezing there and we're overheating here. It's different. Well, we are on the opposite side of the world. Yeah, 30, not fun. Oh, you are new. We've got a few newbies on today. We've got 3 newbies now. Oh, I can't keep up. Welcome anyway. Welcome. We're about to do something that probably doesn't concern you yet because you are new, but we do a thing once a year. It happens on New Year's Eve every year. It's called Subscriber of the Year. Now, I pick one subscriber that's been on our channel throughout the year, that has done things like Instagram, Facebook, popped over to the website, whatever else have you, that's done lots of things, super chats, donations on the website, whatever. They've done so many different things, and you don't have to do always the one thing. You don't have to sit on our live the whole time, or you don't have to make all the donations, or you don't have to do that. I just pick what I see. And for the past few weeks in a row, we've been putting 3 items in a tub during every live, and today is no different. So we're going to pop 3 items in this tub, and Subscriber of the Year, it's going to be overflowing. I may have to put a second tub or a third tub or a couple of bags, shopping bags, whatever. It always overflows, and I always get a bigger tub and it's still not big enough. So it does get big. We also pop in a packet of Melbourne's Tim Tams, Australia's Tim Tams, not Melbourne, Australia's famous biscuit or cookie, if you will. Tim Tams in there, on top of, you saw some magazines at the bottom of the tub there, on top of patterns, on top of paid patterns that are paid patterns on my channel, but you get them as a freebie once for the whole year next year. It's like there's so much involved with Subscriber of the Year. It can only go to one person. And I know people say, can't you just cut them down to 3? No. No. It can only go to one person. That's why it's called Subscriber of the Year. Okay. Now, the 3 items I'm popping in today, 2 are exactly the same. Carly, la. And I told you guys I will jump into the Bendigo yarn, and that's exactly what I've done today. First color. Now, these two I purchased during the Australian Sheep and Wool Show this year, if you remember correctly. And I popped them, the color is called Stone, and I popped them in the surprise in July. But the lovely lady, Sticky Stitch, who chose it, said she's got way too much Bendigo yarn and didn't want them. And she says, pop them in your next surprise. And I thought the next surprise was going to be 30,000 subscribers, but we haven't hit that yet. We're on 29,000. So I'm going to put these two, and one of my favorites that I like to use on the channel very often is Ghost. And they are 8-ply, DK weight, 3-weight, 100% pure wool. And this one is the luxury one. They have two types. They have one called classic, one called luxury. Now, the luxury is exactly what it means. It is a luxury, beautiful, soft yarn. Gorgeous. They work up gorgeously. I use all of Bendigo's yarn, as you know. Look, I'm not affiliated with them. I should, you know. I should become affiliated with them. But I do like to use their yarn. So I do tend to use more Bendigo. Having said that, this year there's been a big range of yarn used here on our channel. So those are the 3 items, by the way, that are going into the tub. Keep going, keep going. Now, how many more lives do we have before New Year's Eve? That will tell you how many more items are going in that tub. They might be yarn, they might be hooks, scissors, sewing needles, measuring tapes, stitch markers, buttons. They could be anything. So keep your eyes peeled. And also, the week before I do Subscriber of the Year, I do a top-down view of all the items. So you get a top-down view of it. So if you've not been able to see our lives and know what's going on in the tub, you'll get to see it anyway. So there's no, oh, I missed last week's. What was last week's? Don't stress. You'll always see the top-down view. Oh, by the way, I have three people in mind, 3 women in mind, because our fellas come on occasionally and our fellas do some stuff, but these particular 3 ladies have done so much with us. So much. I mean, so much. I'm not even going to go into it because I want that to be held for Subscriber of the Year when I talk about it. And I think we're having some connection issues. I hope not. I don't want to go off. All right, so here in Melbourne, it's 33 degrees Celsius. Thank you, Anna. I wasn't sure how hot it was, but I knew it was hot. Look at that tub. Thank you, Anna. I know it's full. So it's really going there. Tim Tams, they rock. Thank you, Bonnie. Yes, they do. And Kay says, you love Bendigo Woolen Mills. I'm glad you do. That's great. Keep your eyes peeled, Kay, because we still do, and we will be doing a 30,000 subscriber surprise. We don't call them giveaways here because we want to get rid of the nasties, and we want to keep the crafters, the crocheters, the knitters, anyone who crafts or use yarn, we want to keep them in, and they're our regulars anyway. So we really want to give back to the subscriber who has subscribed to the channel. That's why we call it, 30,000 subscribers, because we're giving back to the subscribers. So there you go. Whisper's your favorite. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I don't mind the whisper. Yes. Scones, you've got honey for them. Oh, someone's got scones. Water time, says Fluffs. Here we go. Cheers. And Middle says, wish I could get Bendigo. Didn't I send you some Bendigo, Middle, already? I'm sure I have, haven't I? I'm positive I've sent you some Bendigo in the past. I could be wrong. Fluffy says, I use strawberry jam, Rip Queen. Oh, man, stop talking about yummy food. Bendigo Woolen Mills. Bendigo Woolen. I got you, Bonnie. Yes, I got you. Bad daughter on a diet. Oh, my gosh. I've been very careful about what I have been eating the past few weeks. I don't think it's made a difference, to be fair. But anyway, I was asked by my subscribers to add something back to my channel. Mean to do like a surprise or something? Is that what they want you to do? Okay, it's I don't know what you mean there. But anyway. Green butterfly, beautiful green butterfly. Cheers. Cheers. Have a drink. Greens in the house. But I'll feel bad if I don't taste test it. I love that. What a time. I'm going to do that again. Cheers. Yes, you did, Mary. Created my first design shawl with it. Ah, that's right. Oh, but that was the thinner cotton, wasn't it? There was a 4-ply, a light 2-weight from memory. I could be wrong. Oh, I can't remember. My brain doesn't work sometimes. There you go. They want me to add my lyric videos back to my channel. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes you have to please them. Amy, hello, Amy. Are you also new? We've got quite a few newbies on the channel. So if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, I apologize. But we've got a lot of changes to people's names now. It's a new thing. And I've noticed the past few weeks it's confusing me. You are new. Well, welcome. We've got 4 newbies on today. This is fantastic. But I love our regulars and our oldies as well. We won't talk about who's old around here because I'm 29 again and again and again and again. And I'll be 29 on the 8th of January as well. Just a heads up. Carleen, but we'll just say Carleen, crocheter here. Well, welcome everyone who's a crocheter. Now, if you're a knitter, achoo. For those newbies who don't know that, I'm allergic to knitting. Not true. I can knit. I just don't do it. Look, I do prefer crochet. I find it quick, easy, and I find it very soothing. You don't always have to think. You don't have to use your brain sometimes. You can just sit in front of what I like to call idiot box, a television, and you can crochet in front of it. With knitting, sometimes you really have to focus, you know. You lose a stitch and, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world, yeah? With crochet, you lose a stitch. You just put the hook back in and start again. Anyway, moving right on. That's right, Bonnie. As a mother, we must support the kids. Oh, you guys, you crack me up. Where are you from? Well, I'm from Melbourne, Australia here. Where are you from, Amy? Nice to know. I do both. Oh, that's good, Kay. I have done knitting in the past. In fact, I have. I've done more knitting for my kids. I made little cardigans, and I made cardigans with knitting, but I also made one cardigan and also made a crochet dress for my daughter, which she wore once because she grew out of it. It took me too long to create. And then I actually made it for someone else. I'm not going to say who it was because it's not nice. She might not want me to say. For someone else. And when her daughter grew out of it, she gave it to me knowing that I was going to have a baby. When I had Frances, I put it on her once, and that was the end of it. Louisiana, another USA. We've got lots of USA on the channel, Amy, on our live as well, actually. Yeah, crocheting is friendlier than knitting as far as frogging. Absolutely, I agree there. You take out a few stitches, you can start all over again and you don't lose anything. Mary, don't you mean achoo? But you need to say it 3 times. Achoo, achoo, achoo. As you know, I'm very allergic to knitting. Now, one day I'm going to surprise you guys. I'm going to pop a knitted item on you. Are going to get shocked. I'm going to do it. Actually, I was thinking, like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, might have been on Wednesday, I can't remember, Saturday, who knows, that on our live, that one day I'm going to do a crochet item with a knitted item together as one, like maybe a crochet top with knitted sleeves, or a knitted top with crochet sleeves, whatever's easier. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Georgia, Bonnie is from, yes. Your lefty is being good today, reminding you to say achoo. I know, right, lefty. If you didn't know this, that Middle Earthians is my lefty. When I say lefty, I wish she could be sitting right here with me. It would be lovely to have her here. But she's from Canada, and I'm from Melbourne, Australia, the other side of the world. One day we'll get that little boat, Middle. You row one side, I'll row the other. We don't need any other way of getting there. Just pop in a bit of a boat, just use your arms, and off we go. What time is it now? Here in Melbourne, Australia, it's 4:39 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon. And we usually start our live at 4 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon and 10 a.m. Saturday mornings every week. This is Melbourne, Australia time. By the way, the 10 a.m. one, names get put into this little hat, and I pick a name, and that person chooses the color combination of the next tutorial, which will be that very last project. It's a very small project. I kept the small ones till last so we could finish that tree skirt, which we did. Where is it? It's down here. So we could finish the tree skirt, which we did. I thought it was going to take longer. It would have taken longer if I did it longer, but I stopped at a certain length. And that's our tree skirt. If you have not seen our tree skirt on the channel, there it is. It's a lot bigger when it's laid out. It looks smaller like this because it's half the skirt. But when it's laid out like that, opened out, it's a lot bigger. And you could have created yours a lot bigger. I mentioned in the tutorial you could have done another set, which would make it right out towards the branches of your tree rather than just covering the legs. Mine cover the legs and has that much over the legs of the tree. I do give you the measurements in the tutorial. I say how big mine is, I think. No, I do. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. Just so naughty, guys. Yes, I do give you the measurements on part 1, I think. I let you know how big ours was going to be. And if you wanted to make yours larger, you could do that extra set and that would help. Yeah. All right. And what have we got here? She was in the corner last week. Oh, hang on. What have I done? Oh, I've gone too far. Oh. I've learned to put a string every 20 rows or something. So I got to frog. Oh, yes, I did have to, Nick, and frog back 20 rows. Yes. One day I'll move to Australia. I'll be here, middle. I'm not going anywhere. I'll meet you when you get here. She was in the corner last week. I know she was a little bit cheeky last week, wasn't she, our middle? She was a little bit, not today though. She's a good girl today. Now, guys, it's not like I say this all the time. It's an honor to get into this corner. In this corner of the room to the newbies, this corner right here is where I keep the yarn that's a little bit more expensive or hand-dyed yarn from the farmers. Got some farmers yarn there. A lovely lady named Roz from Passion Flower there. And this is Malabrego yarn. Like, this is where I keep the fancy stuff. Everywhere else, I keep yarn that's either affordable or that I've purchased for a cheap amount, cheaper than the expensive stuff. Up the top is not the expensive yarn though. Way up the top there. You can't see the top anyway. I think it stops right here. I'll show you the top. Let's have a look. I can show you the top right there. Up there, that's not expensive. I just haven't got any space for it. So I put it up there. And then there's up the top, there's more in tubs. So I do have a lot of yarn. But lately I've been donating a lot to the elderly citizens' homes and also to the local schools. And we have one of our subscribers that is with the Salvation Army. Well, she crochets with the Salvation Army group, and I also donate to her as well. So if it gets a little bit out of hand, I give away the yarn to her. But this section right here is a naughty corner, and it's only because it's where the good yarn is. And I don't want anyone to touch it. Even I struggle touching it. I open up the bag to have a look. Oh, what's there? Oh, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to break anything. I don't want to rip anything. I don't want to tear anything. That's what I'm like. So naughty. All right, so it's 12:39 where Bonnie is. Okay, AM in the morning. Yes, she was. Yes. I'm not there. No, you're not there today. Yes, you're not there today. But there you go. You've got the loopy layer. You've got the loopy layer, and I've got the naughty corner. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, if by any chance we finish that Christmas project next week, which we probably will, being in fact that it's so small, then what we'll do is I'll go through our list. I'm going to do a Christmas video vlog for this. I was going to do it on Friday, but then I realized the blanket is going out Friday. We'll swap. We'll swap. I'll put the video vlog out tomorrow, which is going to be very difficult, and I'll do the blanket on Friday. That way, the video vlog, all it is the Christmas tree and talking about what we have been doing. I wanted to put, maybe I'll leave the video vlog till Tuesday next week. I'm thinking about it because I wanted to show you part of the border rounds of the blanket. Now, if that comes out before the blanket, that doesn't make sense. So I'll leave the vlog out till next week. We'll do the Christmas tree next week. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If I can edit the part 1 of the video by tomorrow, I can upload tomorrow and still do the Christmas tree on Friday. We could do that. Jingle bells, jingle bells. I love my Christmas. You know that, guys. All right. So we'll see. I'll play it all by ear. Yeah, I'll see. Okay. We play with her yarn and leave her a mess. She's always cleaning. Yes, I know. Oh, poor middle. I make a mess myself. I don't even need you to play with the yarn. I just make my own mess. Was that a solid plain, Mary? Solid plain? Oh, a plain. You mean a above the head plain. Is that what you mean? Cheers. Or you mean plain for the border round on the blanket? Can you elaborate, Bonnie? I don't know. Did I hear a plain? I didn't hear. I don't hear anything. What was my name? Ask me how to question. I don't hear anything. Yeah. So that's pretty much a mouse. Now you're scaring me. Do I have mice? The plan. Oh, a solid plan. Gotcha. Thank you. You need to edit part 4 kaleidoscope video as row repeats. As a row repeats. Does it? Well, I'll have to have a look at that. Can't do much about it now that's done. It's online. Water time, says Green. I do, if there is an error in a video and someone's called it out for me, they usually write it up on top and I just write it in the description box about the error. Usually that's what happens. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, I just write it up the top. So if there's an error, please make a note of it on the comment somewhere and I'll write it up the top. If it's already been fixed, I'll let you know that it's already fixed and it's in the description box. Now, when you look at our videos, if there's a description box down below or more section, it says more section. It used to be called description box. Now it's called a more section. Gee, I hope they don't change it. Because I always say, check the description box down below or the more section. And now what I do is on that little more section, click on that. And when you go down below, it'll say error in capital letters so you can see it. And it'll tell you where the error is. And this is what you need to do to fix it. Normally, that's what I do. If that's not in there, it means I haven't picked that error up. So hopefully it's in there and it's all sorted. There's been a couple of errors. One in that one in the jacket. We did the jacket. What was the jacket? It was the, oh my gosh, a couple of years ago. It was our annual project. There was an error in that one. What was the other thing? In the mystery blanket, there was an error in that one, and I put them in the description box down below what you need to do to fix it. It is noted in comments on YouTube. Okay, so I don't think I'll re-upload it for the simple fact that it would have probably the video parts are missing now. It's probably all gone. To be fair, I do like to save everything on a separate hard drive. I would take me hours to find it. In the old days, I didn't have a system. I just transferred everything onto a hard drive and left it there, right? So I can retransfer it onto any computer or laptop I use in the future, just in case my laptops go to laptop heaven or my computer goes to computer heaven. That's what I do. I put it all on a hard drive separately and it's hidden away and I can reuse the videos if I need them. But I could not, whenever I put the information in the video rather than fix it, I couldn't find the videos. That's what would have happened with that one. And I don't know if you haven't been around long enough to know this, but one day I went to delete one video on YouTube. It was very funny. And you know how when you delete something on your inbox, on your whatever email box you have, and there's a little box that says delete, and you click on this top box, it deletes all in the row. Or you click on the little box on the side of each video and you just delete that one. Well, I accidentally clicked on the top box and there were 30 videos. And it said, are you sure you want to delete these videos? Yeah, I only want to delete one, but let's go. I deleted all 30. And I had to refind all these videos and put them back on. It was hilarious. No, it wasn't hilarious. Not at the time. I was like, no one could come near me at that time at home. The kids knew not to come anywhere near me. There were all sorts of naughty words were coming out of my mouth, and they don't usually do. So everybody was scared of me. I was making so much. I was screaming and carrying on. So I had to re-upload all those videos. And occasionally someone would get on and said, look, part 4 is missing from this. I said, no, it can't be missing. What are you talking about? Then I realized it was one of the videos I deleted. So I went back to part 4. I couldn't find the parts. I had to redo what was it? The jacket. It was the big blue granny square jacket. It was the blue shrug using this yarn, but in blue. What's the yarn called again? It's called landscape yarn, but in the blue. Yeah. I can't remember the name of it, but it was in blue, solid mixture between the blues. And I had to recreate the whole thing again to fix it. I was so angry with myself. Can you believe it? You know, she does these things. So yeah, that wasn't very clever. It was not clever at all. So there you go. It's no didn't copy. Yes. That's smart, Mary. I know, right, Bonnie? That was hilarious. And people kept saying, where's part one of this? Oh, it's definitely there. Oh. And I'm sure I've re-uploaded. Funnily enough, I was a little old school, which was really good for me because I was I was changing a lot of things at the time. So I took a photo from my phone of that whole page. And then I took one and said, what can I edit? What can I fix out of these videos if there's any errors? By doing that, the bonus was I saw 22 or something videos that I was able to catch. So I thought, right, I'll just have to re-upload those 22 videos. That'll be easy. But I didn't get the last 8 videos, whatever they were. So I went down on my normal page on YouTube to find those 8 videos, but I couldn't work out which ones they were. So I thought, well, bad luck for those 8 videos. But of those 8 videos, 4 of them were parts from other videos because I work in parts a lot because I still do it as well. Some of my videos go a long time on purpose so that I can be really thorough. I want to be really thorough with the stitches, right? So what I did was I had 3 or 4 parts of a video in those, whatever it was, 4 or 6. I can't remember how many they were that were on the base that I didn't get in the photo. So I didn't know which 6 or 4 they were, so I never uploaded them again until someone said, part 1 of this is missing, part 4 of that's missing. I could have just done my homework and did that. Around that time of year, what was uploaded, it would have taken me forever to find out. Months and months of work to find out, yeah. But anyway, it's all sorted, and that's what happens when I do silly things. And the thing is, I've done that before. I've done a whole page worth of items before. You know, it's just to clear off different, you know, email boxes that you have, and you know you're never going to use these promotional videos, the old videos anyway, so you delete them, right? And that's okay. You can do that with one. You can say like, let's say Kmart, for argument's sake. Kmart might send me 50 million videos a year, whatever. I don't know how many. I'm just not videos, emails, right? So I think all of Kmart emails, I type in Kmart in the search box, all of my Kmart emails come up. I just delete the top button and it deletes all of them. Done. And that's what I've done. So it's easy to, it works well when you're doing that for that purpose. But when you're doing it for the videos, I wasn't focused. I should have just gone to that one video I wanted to delete, which was all wrong. I thought I'll just delete that video and then I'll upload it, re-upload it. And it did. YouTube says if you delete these videos, they'll be gone forever. I don't want this video, so I deleted it. And I should have read it properly because it said these videos. If I read it properly, I would have noticed that I clicked the top button rather than the side button. But I was in such a hurry, rush, rush, rush. And don't rush, by the way, middle, don't rush. I say that to you, middle, because I know that you want to get your Christmas gear done in time. Water time, says Green. Cheers. For those of you who have come in after I put subscriber of the year items in the tub, I put one of these in the tub, a luxury ghost, and 2 of these guys right here in the tub, which is stone. Now, if you know stone, I used stone a lot. I used both these colors a lot on the channel. This was part of a jacket that we made, and this was part of our 5-point star blanket, I think. Oh, it's been part of a lot of things, but that was part of the blanket. So I got 2 of these, 1 of these. Now, these 2 were from the Australian Sheep and Wool show in July. For those of you in Melbourne, if you don't know this, the Australian Sheep and Wool show happens every year in Bendigo around the 16th, 17th of July. I think next year is 17th of July. By the way, if you want to book your hotel, do it now. I booked it the other day and I got whatever I could get left. The hotel that I wanted is sold out for that person, for one person. So I was so annoyed thinking, why did I leave it so late? Usually I book in January, so it really wasn't that late. But people are opting to book very early. This year, next year, when they do the show, I'm booking the day after they tell us, or the day they tell us what dates are on. I'm booking for that. And apparently someone said to me, if you let the hotel that you like know a year in advance, they'll keep your name for that list. But I think I'll just, to be safe, book the day I find out about the dates. So I'm so annoyed, so annoyed. The hotel I do like is only because I like it because it's close. It's a 5-minute drive to the show. Was Shayla, and that, I don't know if it's called Shayla or something else, but I know it as Shayla, and that was booked out for one room. There was another one for one room. It was like $700 and something for the weekend. I went, what? I don't think so. We can't afford that. Sorry. I live on the edge here. So yes, if you want to go to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, book now, because getting into the hotels are tough. So I ended up booking the same hotel I stayed at the past 2 years in a row. Look, there's nothing wrong with it at all, but I usually book a spa room because it's at the back, and it's hidden away so I can work and it's quiet. There are some hotel rooms that can get really noisy, which is normal because people are coming and going. But this is way at the back and it's quiet. So I didn't book that this time. I booked it right with all the noise. So anyway, never mind. So the Australian Sheep and Wool Show happens once a year in Bendigo. I would suggest going to that. It is the biggest wool show apparently in the world. So they say. People come from overseas for that. They come from interstate. They bring their sheep. You can see truckloads of sheep coming in. They bring their dogs. They do the dog show where they round up sheep and all that stuff. There's other things there. I found things there this year. I've been going to the show for years, but I found things there this year I didn't know existed. There were little tents along the side, and in those massive tent, not little, it's one of those long tents. There's a cooking show. Someone's doing their cooking there, and there's other things you can purchase. Like I bought honey last year as well, beef jerky, all those sort of things you can purchase from the show. But mainly I go there, obviously, for the farmers, to support the farmers and purchase their yarn, and to the yarn dyers and purchase their yarn, and to people who sell buttons and things like that. But not only that, I also go there because sometimes some of our subscribers are there too. So I go there and we catch up as we do. There you go. Awesome to remind. I thought I was thirsty. Yes, that's right. That's going to come up fast. Yes, July the 17th, 2026 is the next Australian Sheep and Wool Show. So, and keep in mind, guys, that when you do super chats here on the channel, I need to type it out because it's a bit messy. At the back, I put half of the super chat towards the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. So when I get to the show, I sit there with a paper and pen and say, right, we're up to $100. Let's go and purchase $100 worth of whatever. We're up to $600. Let's purchase $600 of whatever. I come back to Melbourne that weekend or the Monday or Sunday night, whenever it is, and I run a surprise specifically just for you. So I give back to my subscriber community. So when you do a super chat, or when you do a donation over at the website at www.wowcrochetdesigns.com, I take half of that and pop it on there as well. No one's done that yet. They usually do super chats here. That's fine. Doesn't matter where it comes. It's okay. Doesn't matter where it comes. And I'll put it on there for that. I like your return home videos. Yes, I do a funny little skit every year when I come home from the show. And that's usually because I try to sneak the yarn in the house. I don't want anyone to know. So I try to do it secretly. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. I think last year topped my videos. This year that just passed. This year that we're in, that was funnier. Trying to drag the yarn in the house because it was too heavy. That was funny. I like that one. The year before, what did I do? I just ran in the house. Slow motion. That's all. But this one was funnier. Trying to bring the yarn in the house. That was funny. So yeah, I do funny little skits as well throughout the year for the newbies who are on today. They're the things I do when I think it's time to just take a break, not think about your mundane everyday life, because we all wake up, we all have our shower, we start our day, we run out the house, we feed children, we whatever we do, we run around, we iron, we wash, we cook, we clean, we I don't know, stand on our heads. I don't know. What do you do that's a mundane, everyday, boring, I don't stand on your head, mundane, everyday, boring life that you do that you think, I just want to break from it all. Let's watch something silly. Oh, I wonder if Mary's done anything silly lately. She certainly has. So I do that often. I usually do it around silly season time, Christmases, Halloween. I usually do it around that because a lot of people, they're on their own at home, and sometimes it's nice for them to look at something and just have a bit of a giggle. And that's okay. And I don't mind you laughing at my expense. I really don't. No, and I do it on purpose to just bring some sort of happiness and throughout the year. And I take my crochet very seriously, and I started making the funny skits just to calm myself down from taking it so serious, that it became a thing after a while. I just kept doing it. And I'm not going to stop. I think funny is good. Occasionally, funny is good. But you get 100,000 videos throughout the year. And in fact, I didn't notice this. The other day I kept saying, I've got 1,300 videos. I have 1,400 videos on the channel. They're not all tutorials though. Some of them are video vlogs. So keep in mind, I do video vlogs. But the past few years, I haven't been doing many because I haven't had the time. We've been creating way too much on the channel to worry about doing video vlogs. And I am supposed to do, and get this, a video vlog the first Friday of every month. Forget that. That didn't happen. That was out the window. But I'm going to try and go back to doing that next year, because those video vlogs tell you exactly where we're at with our projects. Now, at the beginning of the year, every year, I do a beginning of the year video where I say, this is what you're going to see this year. You're going to see, I don't know, a tree or a cucumber. I'll let you know, a cucumber. I don't know why I do these things. I say weird stuff. But I tell you what we're going to see throughout the year. And I give you a rough idea of what you're going to see, whether it's a blanket, 2 blankets, 5 blankets, a dress, a skirt, a jacket. I don't know, leg warmers, whatever. I let you know at the beginning of the year what sort of things you're going to see throughout the year. And every month I do an update. Right, we've done what I said so far. Oh, we're 2 weeks behind. We're 6 months behind. That sort of thing, And I let you know in our video vlogs, because I haven't been doing them. I haven't been up to date with the video vlogs. But for the first year in 8 years, I've been up to date with the projects. So, in fact, I've spent more time creating this year and pushing through rather than video vlogs. So I don't know, I still need to do more vlogs. Next year, it's my main goal to get 1 vlog out a month. And sometimes in those vlogs, it's better for me to do them. I do surprise video where it's called a spot surprise, where I just give 1 item or 2 items away to a subscriber who I feel has put a lot of work in that month. Now, I usually do that in December as well, because I don't think will make that subscriber of the year, but they do put in a lot of work with us, that sort of thing. But I'm going to hold it out this year until January of next year. I'm still going to do subscriber of the year on New Year's Eve. Now, it's a short announcement on New Year's Eve, and it's just my way of finishing up the year, and I just pop it up. And if I'm running late, it goes up like 4 a.m. or something. But New Year's Eve, usually I pop the video up at some stage during the day. And it's New Year's Eve our day. So 31st of December in Melbourne, Australia. So your day will be overseas at 30, or here in local Australia will be the 31st. And by the way, subscriber of the year will get shipped anywhere around the world. Notice how I'm going around the world? And even little tiny Tassie under there. He still exists in subscriber of the year as well. And I always say, for a joke, if you live on the moon, or if you live on wherever, I will deliver the yarn there. So as long as there's no taxes in your country, then you have to pay for deliveries on tax. Tax on deliveries, vice versa. But otherwise, I will deliver anywhere around the world. So And to be fair, 2 out of the 3 subscribers I have in mind are from overseas. One is from Australia, the other 2 are from overseas. So I just have to pick one. I do have the 3 in mind. I think each one of those could have won it. But I have narrowed it down to 1 at the moment. But there's still, I don't know, there's still time. It could be any one of the 3. Cheers, everyone. Let's all have a drink. All right. So when I say subscriber of the year can mean doing anything, I know a lot of people who do our patterns, if you will, say they might do this pattern, they might do another one, and then they'll do 6 of them out of 10, or they might do 15 of them out of 25, or they might do 3 out of 25. It doesn't matter. I don't know how many I've done this year. I can't tell you. I can't tell you right now. I really should tally up how many tutorials I've done, not including parts, but how many items throughout the year. Yeah? I hope one is Canadian. Wink, wink. Well, hun, yes. So the person that I'm looking at this year mostly is the person who's made pretty much a lot of our gear and done some donations and done little things. So it's like, it's really hard to tell, because every time I look back, I think, oh, but look what they've done here. And then look what they've done there. Oh, but they've done this and they've done that. And so I do tend to really look every month at what people do. And it doesn't mean they're all on YouTube. Some will be on Facebook. Some will be on YouTube. Some will be on Instagram. But they're all subscribers from YouTube that have created our projects, at least. We would have liked to have at least seen some creations, yeah? I can't believe I got on here and you're here on, can I ask what time it is where you are, Mary? Hello, whoever you are. Hello, hello. It is 5:07 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time on Wednesday afternoon. And it's me close to almost finishing up soon. But it's lovely to have you on, whoever you are. Are you new? Peace Frog. Are you new or have you come on before? A lot of the names are changing on me, so it's confusing me, guys. I'm not sure. I am 7-piece frog. So you sound new, yes? You are new. Bonnie says, I'm not going, I will say to greeting. Okay, gotcha. Dan, I'm not doing all that. I might not get subscriber on there. Oh, honey, look, it's one of those things. It's a really hard choice to choose middle. And when you have so many subscribers that are watching your crochet and you're doing something similar to this, you're going to feel the same way. It's really difficult. Every year I pull the names out of a hat. I usually have 3 people. And one year I think I had 4. And I pop the names in the hat. But this year I'm going to try and use the right way of choosing subscriber of the year. But we'll see. It'll probably end up in the hat. I have watched you before. I love watching you. Oh, well, thanks. Very nice to have you here, hon. Nice to have you newbies here, regulars here, the oldies here, everyone. We just love everyone. We love everyone. We love you from anywhere around the world. I mean, you could be sitting in my backyard. We'd still love you. Don't sit in my backyard. There's no room. It's just a tiny little box. I live in a little box area. Middle, you are crying. Pet in the corner. Oh, it doesn't mean she doesn't love you. I know. Look, the ones I've chosen since, like I'm going to mention their names again. 2019, Suzanne, she was the USA. Liz, 2020, Australia. Karen, 2021, Australia. Jody, 2022, Ireland. Green Butterfly in 2023, Australia. And Ashley, who's not on at the moment, but yes. Oh, Green Butterfly was on. And Ashley was 2024, Australia. So I do ship around the world as well. We've got an island there, a US, and that's it, an island and a US, but mostly Australian. Only because the Australian fans are on more often than the US fans. But at the moment, the 2 of them are from overseas. That's all I want to say about that. And you know what? I was going to tell you where they're from, what country, but I won't. I'll tell you the country of the winner, but I won't tell you what country the other ones are from, because that's a little bit unfair, yeah? I'm not crying. Whoops, I'm not crying. I'm stating facts. I'm not doing all that thing that she looks for subscriber of the year. That's not crying. No, that's all right, honey. It's true. And you know what? It's look, you do a lot throughout the year for us, Middle, anyways. And so I always appreciate that. You know that. And I do tend to do spot surprises for people like that as well. And you're from the US, Seven. What can I call you? Can I just call you Seven? Is that all right? Your name is very long. It's not long. It's just, I just find the first part easy to remember. I'll call you Seven. Is that all right? I heard that. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, you heard the cross. Yes. Thank you. Seven. Thank you. It's a little difficult to, sometimes I started remembering names, but now YouTube's gone and changed the first details of everyone's names. And it's just confused me. So I don't know if I'm speaking to the regulars or newbies or what anymore. Love USA. You have lots of them, Mary. Yes. Now, that's another thing. We tend to use a lot. I use a lot of USA yarn. USA yarn. Couldn't get that out. I was going to say US lay yarn. Thank you, Mary. I am also Mary. Oh, well, I remember that one. That's too easy to remember. I'll just say, and I got a friend of mine, her name's Mary. When I ring her, I say, Mary, Mary. And I just call her Mary, Mary. And her son knows me as Mary, Mary. So I'll call you Mary, Mary. Irish. So you're, oh, I see, you're Australian Irish. No, it's not Australian Irish. You're Irish. Okay. So we do use some American yarn here, landscapes. Now, I've shown you this before because we are creating something next year using this yarn. What? I've already started thinking about next year's project. Mr. Chat here, just joking, but shouldn't your lefty get subscriber of the year at some point? Nice try, Beetle. Quite contrary, yes. I love that, Mary, Mary. Yes, Mary, Mary. I always go, all right, it's a friend of mine. She's a beautiful lady. She's the biggest heart. I love her to a million pieces. I hope she's watching, yeah? She doesn't watch my channel. It's okay. And her son says, when I pick up the phone, I say, Mary, Mary here. And so her son says, Mom, it's Mary, Mary. And that's how we know each other as Mary, Mary. So now I'll remember you, Seven, because Mary is lucky Seven. I can't think of how I'm going to remember you. I wish that more of your yarns are also here. And that's another thing. Do you know how much we pay for this? This is not cheap here. I don't know how much it is there, but I've paid up to $11, $12 a skein. This stuff is not cheap here in Australia. They charge us a lot of money for this. It drives me up the wall. It's way too expensive. Sometimes it comes down to $9 if you're lucky. $9.90, maybe. But, you know, $11, $12, depends. No, lefties don't. Yes, middle should be in the corner. No, not right now. Why are you two picking on me again? No, no one's picking on you, darling. You're not going to get in the corner. Because it's easy, says Fluffs. You're very naughty, Fluffs. Fluffy, get in the corner. That's it, Fluffy. Get in that corner, young lady. You're in a lot of trouble, Missy. Yes, been a long time. It was your turn. All right, so there you go. That's I'm already thinking about things for next year. I have to, otherwise I can't plan what I need when it comes to yarn. And if you didn't know this, I purchase yarn in late December or early January for the first 6 months of the year. Or I make sure I have the yarn in my stash for the first 6 months of the year. Now, the first 6 months of the year, by the way, guys, we're going back to our fancy yarn. Most of this yarn from there to there was purchased at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show for the last 2 years. It's driving me nuts. And I never do anything with it. But this is the first year that we've been creating using the fancy stuff. So very exciting, very exciting. So we're going to use the fancy stuff. But if you don't have the fancy yarn, all you need to do is use the opposite. And most of this is 8-ply DK weight, 3-weight. I believe there's a 10-ply in there or a 4-weight yarn for those of you overseas. I believe there is one in there somewhere. I can't remember where. I have to go through it all. But what I do this year, and I started this year, I wrap different colors. I pop them up here. And then subscriber of the year, it's like a surprise. You get to see what's in the pack. that they choose that color for the very next tutorial, and they choose it more about a surprise pack rather than seeing the yarn. I think I snuck this time, yes. Adjust my crown, says Fluffy. Very naughty. When you buy yarn, do you order from a website or just regular stores? I'll tell you that in a minute, Mary. Look at her, Happy. You're in the corner. Look at her. Well, 99% of the time, I'm purchasing as I go along at a store because I'm very fussy. I like to feel the yarn I'm purchasing. I do hold most of my purchases over to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show or Bendigo Woolen Mills. But when I get desperate, if I need a certain colour, I will order on. I don't like ordering online. That's the reality of it all. I don't like it. I want to see the yarn. I want to feel the yarn. I want to touch the yarn. I want to know what I'm purchasing. Yeah, that's me being very fussy. Like this yarn here, I purchased it. I like it. It's beautiful and soft, but I rash with it. So it's no good to me. I made a jacket. I was so excited. I was going to wear this jacket. I started wearing it and it was rashing here because I'm allergic to certain yarns, right? And it makes me angry that I'm allergic to certain yarn. It's like a catch-22. I want to do what I want to do and wear it, but I can't. Now, this was made in cotton. If you haven't seen this top, we made this one for Halloween. This is made in our cotton here in Australia, some cotton yarn. And so I don't break out in a rash because it's made of cotton. But some of the wool I can wear, like Tandy makes the Polworth, this yarn here, makes the wool from the Polworth sheep. I can wear that. So I buy that direct from the farmer himself, whom I've actually interviewed here on the channel in the past. Yeah. I also like to feel my yarns, but I have never been able to get the expensive ones. Yeah, I don't like spending money on the expensive one. Try to avoid it unless I'm going to the sheep show. And then I'll buy direct from the farmer or the yarn dyer because they put in so many hours. Like Tandy Yarn, he grows his own sheep. He makes his yarn from the sheep he grows on his farm. What? You see it all in the video. I did a video. It's called Interview with Tandy Farms or Interview with Tandy Yarn or something. I can't remember. Interview with Tandy. Oh, Interview with Tom from Tandy. That's right. And it's an old video, but I still purchase yarn from him because his yarn doesn't make me rash. You're going, are you, Yvonne? We'll see you soon, darling. You take care. I don't like being picked on, even as a joke. Oh, Middle, I'm not picking on you, darling. Naughty people, stop picking on Middle. I love cotton. Thank you, Carleen. Carleen, is it Carleen? I hope I'm saying your name right. I prefer wool, but I wear cotton because of the allergies. I do wear wool, don't get me wrong. Roz's yarn, I don't break out in a rash with her. So it just depends on where they purchase their yarn from, really. I wish my area had better yarns. Oh, well, you know what? We just keep trying. We keep trying. And you can order online if you wanted to take your risk and order online. You can and check out the yarn. Sometimes you really don't get what you pay for. That's right, Bonnie says. One of these days, I may have to buy Bendigo Woolen Mills yarn. They will ship overseas. I don't know what the cost will be. It's relatively expensive to ship overseas now. Thank you, Carleen. I will call you that. But she picks on me, on us also. That's right. She picks on everyone. Get over yourself, Middle. No, don't do that. It's if you don't like being picked on, you just tell them and I'll just chuck them in the naughty corner. My grandson is most wool scratchy. However, I knit for them with Whisper. Does Whisper not make you scratch? Does it not make you itch? I've used Whisper once. I found it made me a little bit itchy, but that's because I'm allergic, to a lot of stuff. I get so angry that I'm allergic. I get so grumpy. You don't see that side of me, guys. I go like this and I go, oh, it's so nice, so nice. Oh, red, forget it. And I just get so angry. I throw the yarn, but I won't know until like a few hours later. So I will go out, purchase the yarn, like, a kilo worth or whatever, because that's how much yarn I'll need, whatever, 500 grams, 700 grams, 800 grams. I need a lot for cardigans and sweaters and things, yeah? So I'll purchase it, bring it home, and 6 hours later, I'm starting to rash. So annoyed. His mixture of bamboo. Oh, has a mixture of bamboo. I can't read. Where's my, look, they're sitting right here. glasses on, Mary. Oh, too close. That would be so neat to be able to buy yarn from, and I've got things in a way, a farmer, his own sheep. Yes. Now, Tom from Tandy, it's not just his sheep or his yarn that's good. It's also, I'll tell you why I took my glasses off in a minute. It's also that he is a professional in the industry. He's been around a long time. His family have been around for years and years and years. I can't tell you exactly how long. I'm sure I put it in the video. But his family have been doing this for years, and he was recognized and he was on television at some stage. Like, he's a very popular fella, and yet still down to earth and an absolute sweetheart, like a wonderful person to actually deal with. If I send him a text message or an email, I get, always positive responses back from him. Never had a negative thing to say about him or the family. They've been wonderful. So there you go. So far, I haven't found many yarn that makes me break out. Oh, you're so lucky. Some of it itches, yeah. Lots of bamboo mixes are wonderful. Yes. You like bamboo? Yes, that's great. Colleen as well. That colour really suits you, Mary. Thank you, Fluff. I got approached in Coles wearing this in the supermarket. A great yarn movie, 2021. I love yarn. You should look it up. I'm sure you will love it. It's to be a New Zealand with Anna Hutchinson. Oh, let me write that down. What's it called? I love yarn. Do you know where it's on? Is it on pay TV or something? Or can I watch it on local or what? Love yarn movie. I'm sure you'll. Yes. Wool. I grew up with. It's very itchy. I'm too sensitive. Yes, same. Lobster. She won't let you out of the corner. Come on, Bonnie. I had to. Fluffy, you're going to stay in that corner, young lady. You're very, very naughty girl. Smack. She's a good girl, guys. She just likes to have a bit of fun. Cheers. And I'm done with this guy. Let's have some more. Yes, so yarn I purchase usually by going to the shops. However, there has been time I've ordered online, especially with Bendigo. I ring them up and say, look, I'm out of stock of green, yellow, and blue. Can I have this, that, this, and this? And they're great. They're really good. Last month, I put an order through and I got it picked up. I wasn't picking up. Someone was over there at Bendigo on the day, and I said, can you pick that up for me? And they went, yeah. So I didn't have to pay delivery. Yeah, no worries. I am going to talk about that yarn that I did purchase on a video vlog. It's not a lot. Otherwise, I would have had it delivered and I would have had to pay for delivery because it wasn't a lot. You've got to order a certain amount to get free delivery here in Australia. I don't know overseas. I believe you still have to pay for delivery. I don't know. You'd have to check with Bendigo when you put your order through, but there you go. I'm not saying a word. Yes. Fluffy, send me the orange yarn if you find any. Yes. Have you watched Game of Wool? Oh, you keep telling me and I keep forgetting to watch it. I'm going to write this down and put a big asterisk next to it. So I have to watch that. Game of Wool. It's supposed to be really good. So many people have told me about it, Anna. Game of Wool. I keep forgetting. Must watch. Must watch. I'm writing. Must watch. There is lots of crochet on the show. Why? I wasn't asked to go. Don't you love it? She's so naughty. Look, so high and mighty. No, I would love to be on a show. I'm gonna have to give them an email. If you didn't know this, I did sign up for a show once. I signed up for, what was the show called? Came to Australia. It was overseas. It was a craft show. I can't remember. I signed up for it, but I got a lovely knockback back. She was quite nice. She goes, oh, your work is quite exceptional, but we're afraid we're not going to use you. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, I think it was called something. It was supposed to be more of a funny crafting show. No, not funny. You had to create things with a lot of things. It wasn't just with wool. It was more, your video skipped a second. Oh, did it? Must be a connection issue, guys. We got a connection issue. Uh-oh. hopefully we hold out. Yeah, I was saying that I actually did put my name down for a show once, TV show, and it was just crafting things, but they knocked me back. It was very nice though, the way they knocked me back. Your work is exceptional, but no, because obviously not what they needed. They needed someone who did all-rounder craft, not just crochet, yeah? Water time, says Fluff. Not on your end. Some places it skipped. Oh, cheers. That's interesting. When I was in Melbourne visiting my daughter in July, I caught the train to Bendigo 3 hours each way. Yes. Yes, it is a bit of a trip. Yes. Having said that, when we have the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, I booked the hotel from Friday night. So I get there Friday morning. I drive straight to the show Friday morning, and I ring the hotel saying I'll be there at 4. So I drive straight to the show. Then I go to the hotel at night. I spend one night there and Saturday night there. And then Sunday I pack everything in the car and spend each day at the show. And I also visit another place, and I keep forgetting where it is. It's a little hall that's not, it's a part of the show, but not a part of the actual show. It's a different section of the show completely, and you've got to drive to it. It's not far. It's just around the corner-ish kind of thing, 10 minutes, less even, 7 minutes, I think the drive was. And I go there as well because I know one of the ladies, what was her name? I've got her yarn here somewhere. Here. I'm going to drop yarn in a minute. Ready? I couldn't reach it. I bought this yarn from her, and she is in the actual haul, and this is an 8-ply DK weight, and I bought 4 skeins, and I was going to make something with it for the channel, and I still will, and see how beautiful this yarn is. But for us right now, we're in summer, so it's pointless us making with this yarn. However, I might create early next year, very early next year, the item I want to create using this yarn. It's absolutely stunning. What is her name? Oh my gosh, how can I forget her name? You like that? Like the catching? Yeah, oh my gosh. When I remember her name, I'll tell you in a minute. How can I forget her name? She's one of my favorites that I go to. I'm trying to find the other one that I bought from her. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Can you believe I've forgotten her name? When we create with it, I'll have a name ready for her, for you guys. Oh, look what I've missed. Next time you're in Melbourne, Kay, call me. Don't call me. I don't answer the phone. Just leave a message. All good now? Yes, good. Lots of crochet show. Yes, you would love it. Maybe they might have an Australian version. Oh, it's not Australian. Well, that's why it wasn't called. She's so high of mind, isn't she? It was my middles jumping around. Oh, I hope if you get to see it, you let me know what you thought. I will get to see it. Yes, I will. Good catch. I love those. The colours. Yes, the colours are beautiful, aren't they? I love those colours. Oh my gosh, how can I forget her name? Oh, I got a card on the table. Ta-da! I'll read it to you because that'll be back to front. It's called Changeling Coloured Yarns. That's so funny. Changeling Coloured Yarns. And you can see how she dyes her yarn. See that? It's the same as that, but in blues. She used blues there. See if I can get a close-up there for you. Blues, greys, blacks. But that one there was, that stood out to my face, I tell you. That stood out to me. And I knew what I wanted to create with that. And I knew I wanted, it was something to wear, and I want to wear that. I don't know if it's enough yarn for me because some of us are a little round. We won't talk about that. And yes, that's that. Is that the same yarn? It's called Southern Lights. Oh, that might be it. That might be Southern Lights. That might be it. But it's a beautiful yarn, and it's a superwash merino yarn. So there you go. And I've been purchasing from her. Let's see how long I've been purchasing from this lady. Wow. Way back when, wasn't the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, there was another show in Bendigo, which I believe is a few weeks before the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. 12 years, more even. I can't remember. Long time. Her name is Changeling Coloured Yarns, and you'll find her on Instagram, Changeling, Changeling, coloured, spelt with an O-U-R-D, because for those of you overseas, you spell it without the U. We have U in our coloured yarns. So yeah, she's on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure she's anywhere else, but she's on Instagram. And I always message her on Instagram if I need anything, but I don't purchase from her unless I see her at the show. When I go to the show, I purchase from her. She makes some beautiful yarn. Beautiful. All right, so I've missed chat, as you do. Question: if I move to Australia, should I move to Melbourne or Bendigo? I need the easiest way to Bendigo yarn. Well, if you are wanting to move to Bendigo for the yarn itself, then I would go directly to Bendigo. Getting to Bendigo is, from my house here, is an hour and 45 or an hour and 50 minutes. Takes me a little longer because I drive slower. That kind of thing. People hate me driving. They do. Don't get me wrong. I have, used the speed limit that it says to use, but I kind of stroll after a while. I get bored, look out the window, some sheep over there, a couple of cows over there, that sort of thing. That's what I do. But if you are happy to drive, then by all means you can be Melbourne. But if you're wanting just to go for the yarn permanently to stay there, then Bendigo would be the way to go. Sounds like Bendigo would be, yes. Yes, that's right. Yeah, looks like a bit of a train ride otherwise. Yes, there is. Look, the train is long, but there's two types of trains that you can catch. There's the normal train, but there is I won't say it's a faster version. I think you pay more, and there's another version where they skip stations. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. It was years ago. I don't take the train anymore. I drive there. But I wonder if there's more there than sheep farms. In Bendigo, oh, it's a town. It's a big town. It's like its own city. It's got everything. Like I passed Spotlight and everything on the way there. Spotlight, one of our larger yarn craft stores here. They've got everything. They've got everything. It is its own city. A lot of people will not come to Melbourne when they can live in places like Bendigo and Ballarat and places. They're their own cities, yeah? Well, I will have to get something like that next year. Changeling Yarns looks amazing. She's got beautiful yarns. But Anna, she's not actually in the show. If you want to get it next year, let me know and I'll tell you exactly where she is. They're at a hall a bit further down. It's like a 7-minute drive or something from the show. Not even. It's even less. I just exaggerate because it takes me so long to get there, right? It's only a few minutes drive. It's around the corner, literally, but it's not actually in the show. You've got to hop in the car and drive to that place. So when you're ready to purchase from her, you literally pick your time. And you know what I do? I usually pick Sunday mornings, but she runs out by Sunday. So I last year went early Saturday morning so that I could pick from her and then go to the show. But she still had the colours I wanted. She didn't have a lot of them. So I bought only 4 skeins. I wanted 5. She didn't have the 5th one. Yeah, she could get it to me, but I didn't want her to ship it to me or anything. I just wanted to purchase on the day. So next year, I'll be purchasing first thing there and then going to the show. Oh, actually, I know I'll do the show first because the show's really important to me. You can visit me, says Fluffs. Oh, all the way over where you are. And 9 hours for me, but yeah, take a plane, it's quicker. I might, if you stop picking on me, take the plane to Fluff. Fluff looks after you, Middle. You don't know how much she looks after you, darling. I'll treat you like a queen. She will too. She will. V-line, yes. V-line, Kay, that's right. I would be, V-line means our Victorian country line train rather than a normal local train, yeah? It would be so fun, lol, face to face, to be fun. Yeah, you never know. One day I could come traveling. I've been saying it for years. I want to travel. I want to get out and about in the future. Might be too late by the time I decide. I'll be getting on the planes with my Zimmer frame. Like that. I'll do it. I don't know how. I'll do it. I'll get there one day. I'll get overseas. I will. How many on your plate, or how many times did you go back to back to the show? Is that what you mean? Good hint, Mary. I will have to get early. You have to go early. She's very popular, Anna. She's very popular. I usually like to talk to her when I see her. But I haven't had a chance to even talk to her on the day I went. We did talk in the end because I went again the next day. I want to have a chat with her. But I got a photo with her. So when I make that on the channel, I will upload the photo as well. I uploaded a photo of her on the sheep show video. So the video I did of the Australian sheep and wool show, I put all the photos of the people who let me take photos. I put them up on our video and I asked them, would you let me put it? And then when I did the video, I sent them a link so they can see what I uploaded, because at the end of the day, you're supporting them. They need to know that you have actually supported them at the end of the day. And I like to support the yarn dyers. I really do. Yes. Row your boat. I know. I will be rowing my boat all the way to your country, wherever you live, guys. What's the name again? I need to check her out. Middle, you can. I don't know if she'll ship to you guys. Changeling Yarns. Oh, this is back to front for you guys. Changeling Coloured Yarns. She probably won't ship overseas. I don't think so. Changeling Coloured Yarns. She's on Instagram. So you can try. I don't know if she'll ship overseas. I've never asked her. And that's the thing. I don't know about certain people. I know Tandy ships overseas. I know Bendigo ships overseas. I don't know everybody else. Like all these yarn dyers, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So there you go. Music back yet, middle? Music back yet, middles? Okay. Cheers, everyone. I'm going to have a quick drink. All right. Let's get back to what I was saying about our 12 steps. Try that again. That's 12-step blanket. 12 projects of Christmas. Now, I don't remember. I think I've told you I have. I will be using that calendar next year as our 12 project. Let's try that again. As our annual project calendar. Okay. So this year we made the 12-step transition blanket. I put out once a month on the first Thursday of every month. You were going to get your next installment. That's what I did. I missed one Thursday throughout the year where I put it out on a Friday instead. And now we're going to miss this Thursday. I'd like to say it'll be ready by tomorrow night, but I'm not going to promise anything. I'm going to say definitely Friday. Definitely Friday. If I get time to edit it all. And you know when I get time to edit? When I wake up at 4 in the morning and can't go back to sleep. So I literally start editing between 4 and 6. And then 6:30, whatever it is, I get up and start doing things. That's the only time I have to edit. Every other time I'm so busy. I work a lot of hours. My time is it's very busy. And it's more so now because I'm creating for Christmas gifts as well. To keep up with everything, I've made sure I started our Christmas projects early. Yeah. Anyway, going back to this, our 12-step, I've done it again. Our 12 projects, I've done it again. Can't get it out. Our annual project next year we'll be using this thing right here. I haven't decided exactly what we're going to do. I've got 3 things in mind. I'm just going to sit there and put them in a hat and pull them out like that. And I need to get the yarn for it yet. I've done nothing. I'm not even prepared for it. So I'm not going to talk about it yet until I'm prepared for it. Yeah. You know, I like to be prepared for the annual project. You will get burnout. That's right. That's why I decided to start Christmas earlier, finish it early, so that I can spend all of next month finishing off my projects and then popping up the occasional tutorial for you guys to see. And I know that between the 10th of December all the way up to the 25th of December, there are people coming in and out of this house like there's no tomorrow. And I never get time to record, and I get angry with myself, which is why I don't get all the Christmas gear done when I need to get it done, which is why I focused on doing our annual project the first week, the first Thursday of every month, so that I could have the annual project finished the first week of December. That was the idea. Yeah. Having said that, it will be finished the first week, but part 2, which is the final part, won't be finished till Monday. So there you go. I only had one little scone, so it doesn't count. Oh, I reckon it counts, girl. No, actually, it doesn't. You can burn off those calories just walking around the house, chasing the cat. Do you know how much time I have with that cat? I play with my kid non-stop. She drives me batty. I came in here just before I had to shut the door. She was still crying because she wanted to play. But I just can't play all the time. I'm trying to decide how to set up my next annual project. Well, I know what I want to create out of the 3 projects. I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but I'm going to use this calendar to do the monthly setup. I'm still going to have this diary. I still want to have the diary, the annual diary. I love that on my table. It never leaves the table. It did leave once and I was stressed out. But I prefer the diary to sit here specifically for the Christmas gear. The annual project, specifically for the annual project. And what I'm going to do also is keep all the information I need in the diary that's like the Australian Sheep and Wool Show information. We have a Fibre Fest here in Australia that happens in Coburg, May, July, June, I don't know. It happens in Coburg around that time, and I make sure I go to that as well. And also that one, Tom from Tandy goes there, and a few other and Changeling Yarns will be at that one too, by the way, Anna, if you're interested in that. The Fibre Fest happens around May or June in Coburg. It's literally local for me. It's like, I don't know, 10-minute drive for me, 12. Actually, it works out to be 15 to nearly 20 minutes because the traffic is chaotic. But it's local. So I go there every year. Happens on a weekend. It's a Saturday and a Sunday every year around May or June. I could let you know when that comes up. I actually do talk about the Fibre Fest anyway. And Changeling Yarns will be there. So you can get a chance to have a look at her yarn if you go to that show before you go to Bendigo. Yeah, great. I will have to try and go there. Yeah, you have a chance to look at her yarn, even if you don't purchase, have a chance to have a look at the yarn and have a feel. But her colors are amazing, and I've never seen any of her colors or the dye run yet. So I don't know. And she used a beautiful yarn. When you feel it, you think, are you sure this is super wash and not super fine merino? She goes, no, it's super wash. I said, why does it feel so nice like a super fine merino? It just feels so nice. And she said, well, I must use the good brand. And that was her answer to me. So I'm definitely creating something gorgeous with that next year, early next year. It will be early next year because there's 4 skeins, so it's 400 grams worth. So it's going to be a larger project. So I will be creating something beautiful with that early next year. Skippy's in the house. When I say early next year, I don't know whether to hold it out until after Easter because I know Easter takes a lot out of me. Maybe I'll make something small this year for Easter. I might get in early, maybe. Water time, says Fluffs. Cheers. Now, every year I do a thing, every year around this time, I do a list of all the projects you like to see on the channel. Now, I've got a list somewhere. It's lying around. I know it's somewhere. I'll find it, and I'll go through that list before starting the new year. But if you have anything in mind now that you would like to let me know, I'll be doing this conversation, having this conversation in every live now until the end of the year. Even if it's only 1 minute during the live, I'll say, right, what would you like to see next year? And I'll pop a list. And as you may or may not have seen, I turned 5 pages over. So by Christmas, after Christmas, we'll be up to that 5 page. Fluffy says address. Oh my gosh, Fluffs. Address. Let's put in Fluffy says address. What else would you like to see, guys, next year? That doesn't mean I'm going to do it all, especially the dress. It just means that it gives me the idea of what you like to see, and then maybe possibly I can do 1 or 2 of the projects or more of them depending on what you want to see. So please let me know, and I will talk about it in every live, so you're not going to miss out. And if by any chance you did miss out on saying it on the live, you can still pop it on a community board post of ours or any one of our videos. If you say, right, I love this, but I really wouldn't mind one of these. Do you make one of these? And I'll look at it and I'll pop that on the list as well. And what I do with that list is I go through the list throughout the year and I create things. And I say, right, this year, someone keeps asking me for this. This is what we're going to make. Like our patchwork sweater. We were asked, I don't know how many times by the lovely Franca, the late Franca. We were asked so many times by her. She kept asking me year after year after year. And I kept saying, oh, well, I haven't got time for that. And I did it. And I didn't do it the way everybody else does it, where they get the squares and they sew them all together. No, we did it all in one piece. And that's the way I roll. Do you really eat kangaroos? Oh, no. There is kangaroo meat on the shelves at the supermarket. I've never eaten it, and I'll never eat it. I think of a kangaroo as, no, I'd never eat it. I will never eat it. It will never happen. Dress exactly. Oh my gosh, Carleen as well. I'll just put both names down there. I put the names down, by the way, so it reminds me who's asked me. A show. I watch The Guy Eats It. Oh no, yuck. Bonnie, yes, but I've never would. Some do. Yes, it is on the shelves at the supermarkets. You can see it on the shelves. I don't eat meat. A kangaroo is too cute. Oh, you don't eat meat, vegetarian or vegan? Doesn't matter, either one. I've got a cousin who's vegan. Yeah, I've got a vegetarian friend. But I do eat meat. I admit to eating meat. I don't eat a lot of it. You're plant-based. I actually, to be honest with you, after I got pregnant, during a pregnancy, how you get put off things. I got put off meat, obviously for me. That it took me maybe 3 or 4 years after the second child was born to go back to meat. And I only eat very small bits of meat. So my stomach I couldn't stomach meat, made me ill every time I ate it. Not just the pregnancy, after the pregnancy. It was just interesting. Sorry, it's getting late and I'm not focusing. Oh, that's all right, Middle. We'll see you soon, darling. What's this about a dress? Oh, I thought you were going. I just asked if there's anything you would like to see next year. Please let me know. I'm going to ask every live, and they want to see dresses. I don't know if I'm going to do a dress. But we'll see. You never know. You never know your luck in a big city. You never know. Yeah, could be something very simple so we don't have to work so hard on it. What's the difference between vegetarian and vegan? I don't know the difference, but I am careful with the vegan. They will not have things like eggs and things that come from animals. Anything that comes from the animal. Yeah, like milk. They don't have milk because that's taken from an animal, that sort of thing. But I refuse to eat veal and lamb. Okay, gotcha. Vegan, no dairy. And yes, they don't have anything from the animal. So like if the animal lays an egg, they won't take that egg. They'll have an egg substitute. Yeah, like a powdered substitute. Vegetarian consumes dairy, yes, and vegetarians do eat things like eggs and certain flours. I think they don't eat either. Like the vegan will not eat the normal bread, I was told. Anyway, I'm on the seafood diet. Yep, everything I see, I eat. That's my diet. Now, I'm very bad with food. I eat all the time. Vegan, nothing that has or had a face. Vegetarian, they eat dairy but no meats. Yes. Vegetarian, a lot easier to cook for. I find vegans are so difficult to cook for. I could never do vegan or vegetarian. Very fishy. Yes. Yep. Fluffy. I eat everything. Although when I say eat everything, I won't eat certain types of meat. And I won't, only not because I worry about that animal. I just don't like it. I don't like the meat. I'm not a big meat person. To eat meat, I'll have minced meat, but I'm not a big meat person. I really don't like meat much. I eat chicken. A lot of chicken. Not enough, apparently. Apparently, you got to eat more chicken if you want to lose weight. Oh, whatever. There's lots of foods you need to eat to lose weight. Can you do pants on the channel, Mary? I hate buying pants. Ooh, you mean slacks? Slacks, trousers? What kind of pants are you looking at? Middle. Let me put that down. What kind of pants are you looking for? Very interesting. You mean like a lightweight cotton pants or full wool pants? Acrylic pants, that sort of thing. Pants, trousers. Yeah, let me elaborate on that, darling. Dresses, I know what to look for, but when you're talking pants, that could be a little bit different, yeah? I'm also not eating oils, salt. Hang on. Oh, I've lost the channel. Oh, I lost the channel. I've lost the chat. That's gone. That's gone anyway. I can't try pants. I can't try pants on. I gotcha. But what kind of pants? Are you looking for cotton or wool, honey? Just let me know. You chicken, I'm not a chicken nut. No, I don't really like it much either, but it seems to be the way to go to lose weight, apparently. More vegetables is to lose weight, more meat. Oh, the neighbours are banging now. It's like they've got nothing else better to do. They are capris. They are like pants on me. They are like pants on me. Lightweight yarn is good for me. So I like a light cotton. I like an 8-ply or a DK weight, even a 4-weight, 2-weight. Please let me know. Marty's first, don't forget. Marty's special pants. I'm talking a lone dress. A lone dress. What does a lone dress mean? I am also, not eating oils, salts, or sugar. I'm doing the starch solution. How's that going for you? I can't stop salt. I could try to stop sugar, but I love salt. That's why I eat bread, which is no good for me. Actually, I've slowed down on the bread lately because of the diet. If you're a diabetic, you have to have more protein, yes. Yes, a long dress, okay. A line dress, sorry. A line dress. Or a-line dress, not a line dress. A-line where it goes like that. Is that what you mean? Not a line dress, an A-line dress. Is that what you mean? Can you help me out, Fluffs? Is 8-ply cotton too heavy? I need something that's not too light or too heavy. 8-ply will be okay. DK weight, 2-weight's a lot lighter. And the 10-ply is way too heavy, yeah? A-line, yeah, I gotcha. The one that goes like that, yeah, where it sits nice, tight up, not tight, but sits on your body up the top and then goes flare like that. Is that what you mean? So tight, not tight, but fitting, not tight. Fitting, flare, or straight down. A-line that way. I don't know, I just confused myself. Okay, well, look, let's keep that in mind. Straight dress. You want a straight that goes just straight down. And for some of us, it might go like this. I always say that sentence every time I say to the doctor, I've got a sore stomach. He goes, where about? He says, how's your stomach going? I said, which one? Because I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. He wasn't happy. Gave me a dirty look. Wasn't happy. I have been doing it since August this year, and it's been going really well. And I don't judge how others eat because my husband doesn't eat like me. Yes. But have you lost weight? Has it worked for you? 7, please let me know. That would be nice to know, actually. Yeah, I need pants that are somewhat light but not too light. Okay, I reckon 8-ply will be okay. We can work around that. Long T-shirt. All right, Fluffs. Now we're getting somewhere. Long T-shirt. Sure, why not? Dress, T-shirt, pants. Everybody's asking for the fancy stuff. 8-ply can get pretty heavy. It can, but if you're using a soft cotton, you could get away with it being lightweight. Otherwise, you'd have to do 4-ply, light 2-weight. That'll take forever to create anything with that. It would be way too difficult, yeah? I call it sheath dress. Sheath dress. I'm going to write that down just in case I find such a thing. If it's straight down with no shape to it. Yes, just a straight dress. I get you. It's okay. I have lost over 50 pounds. Oh, wow. I don't know what that is in kilos, but it sounds good. It sounds good. Tank top with thick straps. Hate spaghetti straps. So do I. I hate spaghetti straps so much. So, yeah, tank top, thick straps. And I'm not sure about yourself, but people like me, we can't wear spaghetti straps because we're really quite heavy. And spaghetti straps, they get hidden in between the heavy. And I just don't like them. I love T-shirts that go over your hello. So 7 wants a T-shirt to go over her hello. All right, well, we can write that down. T-shirt, hello. I'm going to say that over the hello. I always say hello for that area. Over hello. 50 pounds, that's good. I don't know what that means in kilos, but anyway, it gets shape middle when I jump in it. It gets shape middle when I jump into it. Oh, I see, it just goes in shape. Yes. Yeah. Spaghetti straps, I feel like they look like they are cutting off my shoulders. I know, and look, they do look nice on the slightly thinner young girl rather than a woman. No, just regular US pounds. What that be in your country, and 3 to 4 pants sizes? Okay, well, I'm not sure what that is. We work in kilos here, but I know you guys, and over in the UK, they work in pounds. Mary, I love that. My hello. Yeah, that's what I call it. Oh, hello. I even make the movement when I talk about it. So, we're going to talk about hello, and that's what I do. That's what I call it, because I don't want to say the word online. So I call it hello. Because when you watch those silly movies and they turn around and you see someone's back and you go, oh, hello. That's why I call it a hello. She's so naughty. All right, so getting back to crochet. Is there anything you would like to see other than what's been told already? Is there anything you would like to see? Now, I don't mind if you answer this after the live in the comment section down below as well. We'll be doing this question in every live until the last live of this year. And then we go back to normal lives again this next year. By then we should know. All right. Bye, everyone. Have to work. Oh, okay. And you catch you soon. Enjoy work. Not that I enjoy working, but enjoy work. We'll catch you soon, honey. I usually don't finish the sentence on my lives. Oh, yeah, they just run into other things, don't they? The UK works in grams and kilos unless it's money, sterling, pound coins. I've heard them work in pounds for weight loss too. Or maybe I'm hearing the wrong UK. All right. Well, look, anyway, I'll keep in mind the projects that you are asking of me. Having connection issues. Are we still on, guys? We had a connection issue there. Are we still here? I hope we're still here. Let's do a refresh. I saw that. I saw that connection go. Are we back, guys? Are we back on? Are we back on? I saw the connection go. It spun around and said reconnecting. Buffered, but we're back. We're back now. Good. Good. Cheers, everyone. Let's clear out the buffer. I don't know why we're having connection issues. I'm the only one in the house. It's almost 1 a.m. here in Missouri, and I'm having so much fun. Oh, I'm so glad you're on with us today, Seven. Lovely to have you here. Never left me. Oh, good. Okay. It did spin here once and said reconnecting. So I did lose a little bit of connection. And that happens around here a lot now. I don't know why. They might have built something in the area that blocks our connection off. Who knows? All right. So I will let you know one thing though, guys. We're going to start heading off. It's getting a bit late here and someone's got to cook dinner. And I got to cook dinner for myself today. So I shall be leaving as I have work in a few hours. Naughty girl. But I am going to. Couldn't leave me, but tried. But I'm going to head off too, guys. I do want to say once again, the step 12 blanket part 1 of that step will go up this Friday, the latest, or tomorrow. If I can get it up tomorrow, that's great, but more likely Friday. So keep in mind, it's just like half a day late if you think about it, because I don't get it up till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night on a Thursday night anyway. So really it'll just go up the next day. So more likely on Friday. Then part 2 of that will go up on Monday, and our blanket will be complete right before Christmas, and you can finish it off and gift it to your family, friend, whoever you want to gift it to, or keep it for yourself. Why not? So there you go. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. And thank you to the lovely newbies who have joined us as well. Nice to have you here. Keep in mind that our Saturday mornings live at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time, marry that up with your country. We have live antics where you as a subscriber gets to choose the color combination of our very next tutorial. I'm also have to go to bed. Thank you, Mary. Yes, to get in on another live again. Love you all. Oh, lovely to have you here, Dal. So come on, join us on our Saturday mornings live if you can. If you can't, oh well, doesn't matter. But if you can, that's the live to be on. You can choose a color combination of the next tutorial. My name is Mary. This is Wild Crochet Designs, and I'll catch you all soon. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye all.